What's going on, boys? Bronnie-FX. Hope everyone's having a good one. We're gonna be going over just how this week went, just on M&Q though, not really anything else, just to see how it all played out. And yeah, if I took the trade, I'll bring it up. If not, it's all good. But we're just gonna go over this week and how M&Q played out. So let's get right into it. So to start, we'll actually start on Friday because it's easier to go back in time on on TradingView replay. So we'll start with Friday. Yeah, Friday. So our levels. What was our levels today? They're kind of odd. I did have one here as well. I'm pretty sure this other level was, I don't really remember. I mean, you could play it here, but I would play it up high, to be honest. As well as our point of control. It was a bit odd as well. This was just a weird day. I can't even lie to you. We actually did get a trade set up. I actually did take a trade on this Friday, which we'll see in a second. So market opens. We had a nice push down. What did I take? Oh, okay. So we had this nice big push right at our level. Pretty sure my actual level was here at the time. We had this nice big push and kind of wicked it out. It did end up retracing, and I kind of got in on the second candle here. So what happened, I actually took an L on this, and kind of ridiculous actually. I had a 23-point stop because I was using 5 contracts. Target was a 1 to 4 at the bottom of this low. Though I never go to full target, I always trail stop, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. Probably would have got stopped out for like, if it did go, probably would have got stopped out for a 1 to 2, maybe 1 to 1. At worst, 1 to 1, but probably a 1 to 2. What happened here was I entered on this break, but this candle where it wicked, this retraced back up and stopped me out before going to take profit. And on Fridays, yeah, I guess this is a Friday. I usually take out at a 1 to 1, and if I go over the 1 to 1, like on Fridays, I immediately trail stop. Like as soon as it gets to a 1 to 1, trail stop to a 1 to 1 immediately. As soon as it gets to a 1 to 2. Like, as soon as it touches a 1 to 2, I'm basically touching the stop loss with the current price action. Like, I'd rather just get out because it's a Friday. And I've noticed Fridays are a bit slower. It's just kind of choppier and shittier. So, yeah, I mean, this should have been a win. I called it out on just a couple of my students, and they won, but I did not win. So, unfortunate. It was just, it's not the greatest setup. Now that I'm looking at it, it's like, it's a setup, but it ain't that great. Like it's a B setup. I can't even lie. But it is a winning trade, and it will hit most of the time. So that's why I took it. Thursday. Where's Thursday at? Let's see here. Now I took US 30 on Thursday. So I did not take NQ. However, the whole point of this is that we see what's going on here. So let's have a look. So these are our levels. They're again a bit odd. This is a weird day, weird setup. Hence why I probably didn't trade on M&Q this day. Actually, not probably, I didn't trade M&Q this day. So let's see. Market opens, and we're kind of just fucking around. Like, you can take this short, but like, at what cost? You know this is here. You know not to take a breakout to the downside. You know this is here. Like, you know, like, I don't know. If anyone sees this right here, it's so highly likely that it's going to reverse. It's not even funny. So why take a trade into it, right? Now that I'm looking at it, if I hadn't taken M&Q, or MYM, sorry, US 30, I could have taken game time buys, because it is looking like somewhat of a pretty solid game time setup. However, it's still just not really that great of a setup. So yeah, I mean, overall, first few minutes of open, there's just really not that much. So yeah, it did end up having a great game time. The only problem with this is, okay, how do I turn this brush off? What the heck? The only problem with this is the entry was very invalid on the game time. Therefore, it's invalid. So, I mean, unless you had taken the entry here, which I doubt you would have waited this long. If you did, hats off to you. But you probably didn't. So yeah, I mean, this is just not a winning day on M&Q. The other thing you could have done is taken this breakout trade to the upside. Again, I didn't take it, so. But I also took the US30 trade. On this day, on this Thursday, the US30 trade was absolutely S+, like perfect game time. Like, and if any of you guys know, like the game time, bro, like that shit doesn't lose, especially if it's an amazing setup. Like, genuinely, I'm not gonna sit here and call out bullshit numbers, but it is a really high win rate. Like it rarely loses, and for a perfect S+ game time setup to lose like that on US30, I was really surprised. A bit triggered actually on Thursday, but yeah, so we just took a normal loss on Thursday, but it was overall a really amazing trade that we took. So go to Wednesday. I did take NAS as well. I'm pretty sure I hit a 1 to 4 this day, so we'll see. Yeah, okay, so I'm pretty sure that's actually what I took, to be honest. I'm pretty sure this trade was literally within the first like 2 minutes, like really quick. So the very first candle came down and wicked this out. And I wasn't fucking around this day. What happened was I took longs as soon as we broke the high of these 1 minute candles. 20 point stop on this day. And we literally sniped right here. Like, no joke, we sniped this shit at a 1 to 4. We literally got every bit of this that we could. It doesn't really get much better than that. Like, we were done within the first 2 minutes of market open. And actually, I think this was the first minute of market open. Yeah, this was like a 30-second trade, and we were done with up a lot of money. Like, this was $1,000 times however many accounts. So, because I only risked $250 per trade. So this was a banger of a 1 to 4 of a game time as well. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't really get much cleaner than that, to be honest. Like, that's an insane 80-point trade. And I was very happy with that on Wednesday. Tuesday was a weird one. Oh, as well on that Wednesday trade, I think it was Tradeify. My Tradeify accounts literally couldn't trade because of some bullshit that was going on with Tradeify, and I couldn't even access my accounts. So that went on Thursday. Tradeify had its first Trade Evade issue. I've never had a Tradeify issue in my life till Wednesday, but they still counted the win, but I didn't get them on the other 4 accounts. I only got them on my 1 account. So, because I was only 1 account even showed up on my Trade Evade, so it was really annoying. But yeah, that happened Wednesday as well. Tuesday, what happened? So we had a nice push down. Now, if I were to guess, we can play this long, like already. Like, I can already see this happening. We can play this long. And just because of this price action, I don't really like it. So probably just go for like a 1 to 1 here if it were to get in. That's a really good rejection. Yeah, and hit. So let's just see. Let's trail stop this. So we got our entry. This is classified as a game time as well. So again, just another game time trade. 1 to 1 trail stopped. Let's see. Holy fuck. Okay, so I could have gotten a lot more out of this on this day. I did close on Tuesday for a 1 to 1, but let's just see. I believe it was a 1 to 1. Not entirely sure. However, like, would a trail stopped? The size of this candle would a trail stopped to half. Let's just continue and see. Probably getting stopped out here. No, still goes. Probably just gonna move it up more after the big wick. Yeah, so we're gonna move it up to the top of this after that push. And it just barely took it out. So yeah, I mean, that's how you turn nothing into a 1 to 4 right there, right? And that's why I trail stop. You turn something really simple into a huge trade, right? And that's why my strategy is so good. Not only is the win rate like above 70%, 75%, but you're getting 1 to 4s almost every trade. 1 to 3s, 1 to 4s, 1 to 5s. I've had 1 to 10s before. I mean, on average, you're like maybe 1 to 2s, like, but yeah, I mean, you play your edge, right? And this edge works for me, and I'm just trail stopping, and it's really simple and it works. So like this day, we could have had a 1 to 4. So what could I have done better on this day? Well, we could have gotten a 1-4, right? I shouldn't have got stopped out at a 1-1 this day. However, if I recall, I was stopped out right here. I was really aggressive on my trail this day, and I immediately trailed to a 1-1 on this day to here, and I got stopped out, if I recall. Actually, yes, I did, because my student, he took this trade as well, and I was a bit, no, I wasn't pissed, but I was a bit like upset because I got stopped out here at a 1-1, and he held this shit for a 1-4. So that was yay, but good for him. So that was Tuesday. So overall, like, this was a good trading week. Like, just these days alone, like, this was a good trading week. And Monday I also again hit a 1-4. Monday was actually over a 1-4. Monday I think was closer to a 1-5. This is Monday, yeah. Monday was on crack. So let's just, I don't even remember what I took at. I'm pretty sure it was longs, but let me just go ahead and see. Yeah, we took those shorts. So what happened here? First and foremost, I had this level a little lower pre-market. As well, this was just a silly little trade. Like, this was just like more of a call out rather than a actual like strategy trade. We're just sitting at this level. We're consolidating at this level. We push down, we're failing to break. We push up, have a big push up. Like, that's a 60-point push up, guys. Like, that's not a small push up. And I decided, hey, let's just enter shorts. And we entered shorts right here. At the bottom of this wick is where our entry would have been. Now, were we in drawdown on this trade? Yes. Did we get stopped out? No, luckily we didn't, because I had a 23-point stop again. And I closed for a 1 to 4.5, I think. Something like that. Either way, just another really big trade. Just a big, beautiful, sexy trade. Pretty sure this was our like target area. It was like these wicks down here. But I didn't hold the whole way. I got stopped out at a 1 to 4.5 because, again, I trail stopped. And I don't know where. I think I just got kind of tired of being on the trade and just exited. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of how the week went. I'm not gonna fully break down like every reason why I took each trade or like how I took each trade, but that's for you guys to learn on your own, because I've sacrificed too much and come way too far and put way too much work into this just to give it out for free. So yeah, it's that simple. However, I've learned a lot through my years of trading, and you can always, if people are making videos for free on the trades they took, you can look at the trades they took and see something like what's similar about these trades, and you can figure it out on your own. So if you want to learn how I trade, figure it out. Look at each trade, kind of come up with a reason why I'm taking each one, and go from there. And backtest first. But yeah, as well, some of these trades did use point of control, and there was confluence with the point of controls, but it's just kind of a mess to draw them up. So yeah, that's it for today. Hope this video was half alright, but have a good one. Peace.